Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday, Sunday the 27th, and today was an absolutely beautiful day outside. Started off nice and cool, warmed up nice in the middle of the day, and then started cooling off again. Looked like it was going to storm, but it never really did come around for a storm, but it was just absolutely beautiful out all day. So if he's in the sun, up until probably 4 o'clock. It was a little bit hot, but other than that, just gorgeous. So had a couple things around here to get taken care of this morning, nothing really major. Ended up loading up my dirt bike and all my supplies, my riding gear and that kind of stuff, some parts I had to fix it. Ran out to Ottumwa, my buddy's house. We hung out there for a while, smoked some cigars and kind of BS and whatnot, and then went ahead and replaced a throttle tube, throttle cable, some grips, and that on my bike. Actually, I guess we didn't replace the grips. The grips we was able to save. Use the same old grips I already had on there and that. He got his couple of his dirt bikes out, and he hadn't really, I don't think he really intended on getting them out, but once he saw mine up there and got that kind of bug in his head and he got them out, talking about possibly going riding Bussy on Wednesday. I'm thinking about possibly, I've been wanting to go up there and like spend the night at the campsite there and kind of ride in the evening as it gets dark, and then ride the next morning like bright and early kind of thing. So I might go up there Tuesday and then basically head up there like late Tuesday afternoon, camp out overnight, and then see how Bruce does sleeping in the van, kind of thing with me and that, see how that takes place. And then I'll have Wednesday to ride early on, and then when he gets done with his training swimming, he can come up, we can ride a little bit, and then basically I'll head on back home and do that fun stuff. So I also found out while up there that they've got like a bunch of columns holding up the front of their house. It's one of those split level foyer type houses that has like where you walk in, you go down a handful of stairs, or go up a handful of stairs, and the front porch area has just got the giant overhang over top. So it's like a story and a half high. It's kind of where it sets at for the roof up there. And there's wooden pillars, just square wooden pillars across the whole front of the house. And two of them are completely rotted out. One of them started to kind of pull away a little bit, and it caused the drain to mess up. We started looking at it, and I told him, I said, get me a drill bit or something. I'll drill a hole, see if there's a metal pipe in there holding it up and that. He didn't ever get around to it. We kind of forgot about it. Things went away. Later on in the afternoon after I left to go to the dog park and go running, I ended up talking to him, came back by the house. I forgot to pick some stuff up there I left there, and found out that he went to knock a little hole in the wood, and he went to pry it off to kind of look inside it, and the whole column, I guess, just fell apart. So the one corner column is completely, the way it sounds, like missing now, like he's tore it completely out of the house. And I told him to find out, what's going on when he wants to do it. I said, I'll run my saws up there. We'll go to Menards, buy up some lumber, and I'll just rip him down, the size of what he needs. I think they're 7¼ wide by like 10½ foot long, something like that. So let's go buy some 1x8s at 12-foot long pieces, rip them down to what size we need, and then just rebuild that deal. I told him to look into maybe getting in like some of the basement house jacks, and then sticking one of those up in there to kind of help. I guess just kind of add the load, and that way you're not worried about the wood. I also told him to look into those plastic, like fake fluted columns, and go from there, which I think would look a lot nicer with that fluted column than just a square pillar out there. So we'll see what happens there. I did leave his place before that, where I came back about the deals, went to the dog park, and was there for quite a while, and nobody showed up, and I was kind of getting a little bit bummed out. And a lady showed up with her 2 dogs and really had a good time. Bruce and them were having fun. Her younger male dog was normally she says a really aggressive, like not really aggressive, really active, really playful, plays back really hard. And with Bruce there, it kept kind of giving up and rolling over and kind of giving in really quick. And then another lady showed up with her German Shepherd and little 3-month-old Husky pup that was there also. I met her a couple weeks ago, and they were all there having a good time in that. We also had another Great Dane show up, and that was a lot of fun. He was really not used to having somebody Bruce's size to kind of help play with him that hard and stuff, so that was kind of interesting, and went from there. So from there I went out for my run, ended up doing just a little 10K. My plan was actually just to run out 3 or so miles out, and I was just going to walk back with Bruce and just really take our time and be out nice and slow, and kind of just letting him smell everything, letting him kind of look at the flowers and all that kind of good stuff, and see if he can spot any squirrels on my way back. And I started walking back, and I got bored pretty quick into it, so I ended up turning my run back into a speed run. So I was running under an 8-minute mile for half mile, walking for a quarter mile, running under an 8-minute mile for half mile, walking quarter mile, that kind of thing, all the way back. So that was actually kind of interesting. Felt pretty good. Got back there, and it's actually nice and cool this evening. It was so nice to run in, except it was that time of night I started getting a lot of bugs coming right there by the hydro on the Des Moines River there in Ottumwa, and the bugs were just disgusting. No headlamp, no nothing, so I thought before the headlamps was what attracted the bugs, and it's not. They're just that thick that you just literally, I was having to breathe through my nose only, because every time I opened my mouth, I was swallowing bugs, and that was just so gross. So went ahead, got back, headed home from there, ended up basically chatting with a friend of mine off Twitter. We chatted for, I don't know, a long damn time it seemed like. I'd say a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, just kind of off and on throughout the night, and that was a lot of fun. So other than that, not much going on. I'm going to go ahead and crash for the night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.